Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Learn That Solo. I was recently asked to learn Hate Me by Children of Bodom. That was really, really hard, so whoever you are, I hope you're having a good old chuckle. Anyway, here it is. Take a look. Guys, like the majority of Children of Bodom songs, we're in D standard tuning, which is D, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with a couple of little arpeggio-y ideas. I'm going to start from 17 of the first string, and I go, so I'm going 14, 17 on the third string, and then I do a flat finger across 15 of the first two. So I go, and when I'm doing those 15s, I'm playing the second string first, and then I drop down to 15 of the first string. And then I go. So after that, I'm going 13, 15 on the second string, and then 15, 14 on the first. All together. At the end of that, I do a slide from 15 to 17 on the second string, and then I hit 15 to the first, so I go. And then I do a slide from 17 to 19 on the second, and then I play 17 to the first. Now you notice on the slides, it's kind of the same idea twice, but I put a little bit more time into holding that 15. And on this one, I barely acknowledge that 17 as I'm doing that slide. So I go all together. At the end of that, I want to go 19, 17 on the second string. Okay, after that I jump to 22 of the second string, do a nice big bend, I chuck my pinky or whatever you want underneath to 22 of the first string. So they're both on 22. And I do another bend on 22 of the second string. Okay, at the end of that I'm going to go, I slide into 15 of the first, and then go to 17, and then go to 17 of the second string. And then I go to 15 of the third, and I do a hammer on from 14 to 15. So I go, so 14 to 15 was on the third, and then I go 17 to 14 on the fourth string. So the whole last chunk was. Alright, let's try the whole thing a little slower. Second section is going to start with these two arpeggio ideas. Alright, slow that down. I'm going 12 to 16 on the fourth string, and then 14 of the third, and then 13 of the second, and then I go to 12 of the third string, and then I go 15, 13 on the second, and then back to 12 of the third. All together. And the remainder of this whole section is just that really big run into an arpeggio. So I'll play it slowly. Alright, let's slow that down. I'm starting from 12 of the fourth string. Now I'll start with my middle because I want to kind of work forwards from the point. Sorry, I got a bit excited there. Sorry about that. We want to go from 12 of the fourth, and then go 10, 12, 14. And when I get to the next string, I go 11, 12, 14, and then get to 16 with the same finger. I'm using my pinky, but you can use those, the pointer and the middle and the ring if you want to. So it goes 11, 12, 14, 16. Then from the 16 out, I'm going 14, 12, 14, 16. So I'm sort of just going in and out and back to where I started. So try the whole thing thus far. Okay, what I do from there is I want to go to 13 at the second string, and I go 13, 15, 17, and then I go to 19, and then I reverse back to 17, 15, and then go forwards again, which would be 17, 19. So it'll go whole thing thus far. Okay, and then from there, I want to go 15, 17, 19 on the first, and then from there, I just bring my ring over, or whatever you use, and and then I work back just diatonically down this run. So that's going 20, 19, 17 on the first 2 strings, same shape twice. Then I jump to the 3rd string, I'm going 19, 17, 16. And then at the top of that, we've got this arpeggio. This is just the standard kind of E minor shape. We're obviously in a different key now, but the shape that I'm doing is 19 of the 5th, 17 of the 4th, 16 of the 3rd, and then 17 of the 2nd. So I'm going, and you might do a slight drive there. Anyway, let's try the whole section thus far a little slower. Alright guys, this next section is pretty slidey and it also has the 24th fret, so if you don't have one, I'm sorry, you're going to have a bit of a bad time trying to improvise. Anyway, starting from 24 of the 1st string, I've got kind of a power chord relationship for this entire phrase. I'll play it slowly. You notice the whole time that I'm sort of holding that power chord shape between the pointer and the ring. Anyway, starting from 24 of the 1st string, I slide from 22 to 20 on the 2nd, then hit the 22 on the 1st, and I slide from 20 to back to 22 on the 2nd, and then hit that 24 on the bottom. So I go. At the next bit, I want to slide all the way from 22 back to 13. And then when I get to 13, I want to go to 15 of the 1st, and then back to the 13 on the 2nd. So let's try that all together. Okay, from that 13 there, I want to slide back to 8. And then with that power chord relationship continuing, I hit 10 of the 1st, and then I want to slide from 8 back to 13. And then hit 15 of the 1st. So all together a little slower. Okay, and then we just build up to this epic shred run. Let's slow that down. I'm starting from 14 of the 1st string and I'm going 14, 15, 17, and then just using the same finger to get to 19. And then from here I go 15, 17, 19, and then 20. Now, as soon as I get to the 20 note, I go, work my way down that big shred run. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far, and then we'll slow down that shred run. Okay, now we're on the 20, and I'm going 20, then 17, 19, 20, and then I reverse that. So I'd be going 20, 19, 17 at the end of that. And then as I work my way up this shred run, it's just doubles of that same diatonic shape we had before, which is 20, 19, 17 on the 2nd string, but play it twice. And then it goes 19, 17, 16 on the 3rd string, and then 19, 17, 16 on the 4th string as well. Sort of go. Sort of go. Let's try from the start with that slidey power chord thing, and we'll put it all together. Guys, this last section's a little tough, so be patient with yourself. We're going to start off with a C major kind of shaped arpeggio and just go up and back, not all the way. Alright, let's slow that down. What I'm doing here at the start of that is I'm going 15 of the 5th, 14 of the 4th, 12 of the 3rd, 13 of the 2nd, then 15 of the 1st, sorry, 12 of the 1st, and then I hammer 15 on the 1st as well. So I go, then I pull that off, go to 13 of the 2nd, and then go to 12 of the 3rd string. So it's just going up and back the same way. I'm going to work my way back up. So from this bottom bit, we're just going forwards and back. So if I play that slowly, you'll see that it's just the same shape forwards and backwards. So let's try the whole thing thus far. Now here I go. So I hammer from 12 to 15, and then pull off, and I want to do that hammer until pull off twice. So I go, and then in on the pull off at 12. So we're going to go, slow that down. Hope that makes sense. After I've done my 2 pull offs, I want to do a tap on 20, and then I play the 20, and then I've got 3 pull offs. So I go 1, 2, 3, and then I add another pinky. So I go 1, 2, 3, hammering on with that pinky, but not pulling off this time, and then adding my tap again. So I go 1, 2, 3, tap, pull off, pull off. I think that's it. And then it goes into the last section, so I go. Yeah, so I just got 2 taps at the end. Okay, at the end of that, we go on to this, which is nice and fun. Leave the tap from where you were doing the sweep before. So the tap stays where it is, and then I've got my left hand going 19, 17, 15 on the first, and I'm doing the tap. So I'm tapping the 20 and then just pulling off and pulling down, and it's going 19, 17, 15. I bring it up a string, and then I do 2 taps on 20, and then just do that 19, 17, 15 shape, pull off again. So it's just the same thing twice up a string, but we've got 2 taps. And we do the same thing twice all up, so I go, if that makes sense. Okay, then after that, I want to do 2 taps on 17 of the second string, and then with my left hand, you'll notice that I'm pulling off 15, 13, 12. So I do 2 of those, then pull off, and then I want to tap 20, and then it goes 15, 13, 12 again. So the left hand is in tuning position. So let's play this whole tabby bit a little slower. At the end of that, I pull off on the 12 to an open note, and then just try and tap a harmonic on the 5th fret of the second string. Now what Alexi does is he'll drive the whammy down a little bit, and then he'll sort of collect that harmonic, and then do a dive from there. So you're pulling off, and just trying to catch that harmonic. Bit dime bag there for you, sort of, if that makes sense. So let's try the whole section. And that's the Hate Me solo. I hope that makes sense. If you guys have got any questions or any requests or ideas, please send them my way. I'll see you guys soon.